And welcome back to another episode of Play to Order. And today we're on the Nintendo Entertainment System with probably one of the pricier games that you're going to come across on the Nintendo. And that's Panic Restaurant, which, as you can see there, 1992 copyright by Taito. By 1992, Taito was pretty much the only ones putting games out on the original Nintendo. Nintendo put out a couple, but the Taito ones are really sought after. Because I'm not sure if they were in how limited of a release. Some people speculate on how they were actually released or what the distribution channels were for these games. But nonetheless, they were very hard to come by nowadays, which you'll see if you're any type of Nintendo collector. You probably heard of Little Samson or Flintstones Surprise the Dinosaur Peak, among other title games like that, Bubble Bobble. But Panic Restaurant is right in there mixed with those, and for a while there it kind of hung back behind those, but when you look at prices now, it's right there with all those other ones. So the game starts out as a chef. I believe his name's Cookie. And you got to go through all these levels, just kicking the crap out of all this food. Because, Dove, you know. It's kind of like a Gordon Ramsay simulator. What he has to deal with every day. So yeah, like I said, Cookie got his pan. Simple jump and hit. But like a lot of games at this point, 1992, you better have the Nintendo figured out at that point. And Taito did. They were squeezing out pretty much everything they could out of this system. It must have been cost effective for them to keep releasing games like this. But I don't think they knew that way back when that when they were making these games that how many years later, 20 years later, they'd be selling for more than probably like some of them 5 times as much as what they sold them brand new for. And then we'll not even talk about what they go for brand new. It does have quite a bit of flicker, I've noticed, which is pretty common for a Nintendo game, but this late I would have thought that, you know, I guess there is just limitations with how many enemies you can have and how nice you want things. What is that? An evil kettle? The character design is a little weird on... Oh. A little weird on this pot, or whatever it is. It almost looks like a hand drawing of a 12-year-old or something. Oh. Not sure what to do about that pattern if you can't jump over him. Oh. Boy, that was quick. That was not good. Maybe if I hit him on his way back? There we go. Nice clear. Good job, Cookie. Get a nice little bonus. Oh. We're going through the courses of a meal. That's kind of a cool way of setting out your levels. So it's ironic that they would name their character Cookie after a food item when all your enemies are food, which this just looks like a flan of some sort. And I don't mean that in the Final Fantasy way. Oh. Rolling pizzas. So if his name's like that, I wonder if there's some deep ending, the ending of this game, which of course I've never seen. Turns out maybe Cookie was an actual cookie all along. He just has some god complex. Oh. The music is decent in this game. I wouldn't say it's top-notch, but you know, a lot of Nintendo games are not up to what you probably remember them as, and most of them were the classics. It's got the Ninja Gaiden thing, respawns, which was pretty common for Nintendo games just because of the limitations. It's not so much for challenge, I don't think. I really want to know what that spoon is, but not worth it. Got on the dumbwaiter this time. Oh man. That's a bad way to die. I don't blame him. I mean, I guarantee you Peach's gonna catch up with me someday, and that'll be my bane of existence too. So, this game obviously deals in a lot of painful metaphors. Okay, new weapons, got it. Longer reach? Is that what it is? Seems maybe a little slower. One thing I did not know about this game is, that's a cheap hit. Can't have Nintendo without something like that, I guess. Is that a Goomba? It's a bloomin' onion. Oh. There is a lot of memorization deaths in this game, from what I can tell so far. You just have to remember kind of what characters do. I mean, how was I supposed to know that apple was going to explode like that? But yeah, like I was saying, this game was actually directed by Kenji Eno. Which is more... Oh, gotta get out of there. Was more famous for probably like the D series and a lot of his music. think he has since passed away. But it's always cool to see where people come from in the game industry like that. That wiring would never hold up in a restaurant. Probably those apples. Oh, boy. Those apples are just brutal. We gotta keep going with this. Of course, right away. This is the beginning of that level, right? Yeah. The Jello shakes. That spoon is boy, I thought it was worth it. Boy. Not if you die doing it, though. You gotta be on the lookout in this game, that is for sure. There's no, things are after you right away. Okay, and there was a pizza up there. Huh. Bonus? Nice. Oh. One chance? Okay. Game is made for replayability, that is for sure. They don't expect you to go through it once and beat the game. Boy, I just cannot get those apples down. The game does have some pretty good checkpointing though, which I really appreciate. I don't know about that. So Lollipop gives you life, an extra hit, I think. But I lost my spoon. That's a big bummer. If I can just if I can just memorize the angle at where I need to be on those things, but they throw them at different levels. Those apples, they're never at the same level. They're either higher or lower, and that affects the range at what they're gonna explode at. Boy. Well, we're making headway. Get a little bit of health. Oh. Whoa, so is this the star? Invincibility? It's gotta be. That's a pretty cool way of doing it. Okay, now we're screwed in it. Oh. Okay. So I haven't gotten the hang of the fork yet. Boy, it would be nice to have that fork now. I like that. The down animation, that's pretty sweet. Give some real humility to Cookie. Some synchronized Jello dancing. You know, just like real life, I knew that apples are the ones that you gotta watch out for. Fruit in general. Pizza's fine, which I guess pizza is a... This kind of... I'm getting a little bit of deja vu here, but... Oh... That's not worth going back for that health up there. Okay. Oh. Yep, not enough time to get the pattern down. We'll try this one more time. I'm not a big fan of soup to begin with, so it's a little frustrating. I'm stuck on that. Can't get to my steak. Or pizza. I take one of those pizzas. But what kind of perspective is this where either of those pizzas are tiny, they're like bagel bites or something like that, or that Jello is just huge. Wait. Okay. So I got the spoon, but then I got hit, so I lose it? Is it one of those things where you only get the item if you're at full health? This game needs a challenge, I guess. It's not overly hard, I would say. I just and then I forget. I knew that was there. Like I said, it's not overly hard. You just have to have a brain to remember things, which I obviously didn't there. Now, is this game that good to command the price that it does? I don't think so. People are the price. And what did I do that for? Did it right again. The price that you are paying for this is a collector price. The only reason you're paying this is because you're going for the whole set of video games for Nintendo, and this is one that you need. And it's one of the rarer ones to find. Oh. Okay, so I did get a few. Got it. These games are decent. Don't get me wrong on that. By 1992, you better be putting out at least decent games on Nintendo. Otherwise, you've been doing it wrong for quite a while. But yeah, when you're talking about $250, $300 for a game like this, just for the cartridge, I can't recommend it for just playing it. There's very few games that I would say, hey, $250 just to play the game for that experience is worth it. It's certainly not in this camp. That apple's over there like, I'm gonna get you. And I already know it. I'm just gonna take the hit. I'm defeated. Oh. Okay, we're doing better. And that's, you know, that's what these games were about. You die, you die, you die, and each time you get a little bit better. Just because you memorize things and you know what enemies do, that type of thing. I do like this. A little bit of slowdown, but who can blame them on that? They're doing something kind of impressive there. Boy, Cookie just gets pissed when he's on that fork. This would be a good time to tell everyone that I was never good at Scrooge McDuck controls. I don't know if it goes 1-to-1 on this. I think that was just in there. That doesn't seem like a useful upgrade for the whole game. Perfect. Look how far that apple goes when you're, oh, come on. And it even respawns if you get too close. Okay, this isn't gonna go well. But maybe we can get a better pattern. Nope. Cookie, you're not fast enough. Boy, that was a game over already. Well, that's gonna do it for Panic Restaurant today. It's kind of a pleasure to play something like this. It's kind of well known just for how rare it is. More than anything, if this was a really common game, I'm sure there would be some people that would be praising it for gameplay and stuff because it's pretty good. I thought it was fun, but yeah, most of it comes from the cult status of it being one of those late release Taito games that are worth a lot of money. And for that, I would like to thank Tony in California for picking up this game. We've had it for a little while. It's definitely one of our higher dollar collectible items on the site. And I'm glad it is going to a collector. And hopefully it will help him get to where he needs to be. I'm guessing he is trying to go for the whole set. So let's wish him a little luck on that. And for us, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks.